Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Brandy Shanae, and today I'm going to be doing my September reading wrap-up. So let's go ahead and get started. The first book that I read this month was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which this is the 20th anniversary edition. I'm glad that I'm finally starting to read the Harry Potter books finally, so I can get into the loop. I've seen all the movies but have not read any books. But now I can say that I have read a book, and I'm going to continue on reading the second book, which is Chamber of Secrets, next month in October. But I'm definitely going to give this a 5 out of 5 stars, you guys. It was amazing. I really prefer the book over the movie, which I'm sure everybody does by now. But I really love the characters. And Ron, he doesn't seem like a pushover. Like in the movies, he seemed like, oh, I'm sorry, all scared of Malfoy and stuff. But in this book, he was a badass, especially during I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but definitely I like the character. Ron is definitely yes, loved him. He's definitely more tougher than he is in the movies, and Harry is definitely is a great character as well. But definitely a 5 out of 5 stars, you guys. Loved it. Can't wait to read Chamber of Secrets. The next book that I read, which is pretty much not a surprise, but is To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, because I've seen the movie, so I just had to read the book. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna say this again, I like the book better than the movie. But the movie was cute, you guys, and Peter Gavinsky, the actor that they chose for his character, he is fine. He is hot. Hands down. That's all I can say, because yeah. But I really like this. I was very I really liked Lara Jean, and I also liked Peter Kavinsky, and I also like Kitty, and then Margot. For some reason I just loved the sister dynamic, their whole sisterhood together as being a family, and their sisterly love towards each other, and their relationship with each other was amazing. And I'm jealous because I really want to have that with my sister, just something where we're so close. But the thing is, that doesn't always happen in real life, and that's okay, but I'm just really in love with this book. This definitely was a 5 out of 5 stars. I couldn't put it down because it was just, each page there's always something, and I had to keep going. And so since I had to keep going, I also read P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, which I give this a 5 out of 5 stars because I had to continue on. I had to find out what was going to happen with Peter and Lara, and it was just back and forth with them, and it's like, oh my gosh, you guys, because then you have, in this book, you have, oh my god, what is his name? John McLaren, I think it's John Ambrose McLaren, and he comes into the picture, and it's just back and forth with everyone. And then you have Genevieve, who is annoying, but then I understand what she had went through. I'm not going to spoil it from anyone about this book, but this is definitely a 5 out of 5 stars, and you should definitely, if you've seen the movie, you should definitely read the books, you guys, for real. Definitely read these books. These are amazing, both. So I give this a 5 out of 5 stars, and I give this a 5 out of 5 stars. So yeah. The next book that I read is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. Oh my gosh, I'm glad that I picked up this book and read it. I was super in love with Percy and Monty's relationship. It was just adorable, and also Felicity and her spunk is just amazing. Especially when it comes to Felicity, I'm really interested, and I can't wait to read The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, which comes out October the 2nd, which I already pre-ordered it, so I should get it that day. So I'm super excited because that's going to be on my TBR, you guys. But I'm really I just love this book, and I really felt like when I read this, I was traveling around the world, because you have Monty, you have Percy, and you have Felicity traveling around the world. They go to France, they go to Barcelona, they go to Venice, all the places that I've always wanted to go, you guys. And I think they even went to Rome too, I think. Marsalis, I know they went to Marsalis. I think they went to Rome. I'm not pretty sure, I forget, but they went a lot of places, and just the plot of it all was amazing. And then you find out the reason why Percy the way he is. as far as his relationship with Monty, and then you realize what happens to Monty and his dad and why Monty's always drinking a lot and all that stuff. And then you got Felicity, who's very smart and knows a lot of things about medical terms, and then you have her family trying to send her off to a boarding school to be all like ladylike so that she can get a man and be married and have children. But all I can say is this book is amazing. I recommend this book. It's so amazing. I would give it more than 5 stars if I could, but definitely 5 out of 5 stars, you guys. This is really good historical fiction. The plot is amazing. The world, like, just all I can say, it's amazing. And it's a lot of diversity in this book because Percy is African American, which is there's a lot of you know, words being heard, like Negro is used in here, which I didn't take offense because they did back then, they did use that word. And because and also I believe this book was in the 1700s, so of course people were still using the word Negro and not African American during that time, so it makes sense why the word Negro is in this book. And so it also brings up the color line, because you still had slavery. This is, you know, in England and stuff like that, which they didn't have. I think they didn't have slavery or anything yet, or did they? I don't remember when they abolished slavery, but they did have slavery at one time in England and in France or whatever. And so this speaks volumes in a way because it lets you know that racism was real, especially in Europe, and especially even if slavery was abolished, you were still pretty much targeted being a person of color because of this color of your skin. And it was basically, there was a lot of stereotypes pretty much saying that you were inferior because you were of color, you had dark pigment, and you had melanin in your skin, which, you know, I'm pretty fine. Melanin, I love that. A lot of people would really love some melanin. That's why a lot of people go tanning. But anyway, I really love this book, so I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, and looking forward to reading the next book next month. And the next book that I have, that I'm reading before this month is over, which I'll probably finish it tomorrow or the next day, that is Strange the Dreamer. So far, since I'm not finished, I can't really give it a rating, but if I could, from what I've read, I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars because of the slow pace. But it's definitely interesting as well. I feel like there's a lot of religious types of things going on, especially when it comes to Laszlo Strange, when he first began. And then you deal with a lot of royalty, which, you know, I feel like when it comes to that, it's like a lot of credit was taken from him by Theon. And I don't know, I'm just really I'm interested in this book based on everything, and the whole point of the book is for Laszlo, or Laszlo Strange, or Strange the Dreamer. He has a lot of names in this book, that he's trying to find this world where the name is erased from their minds. And it's so interesting how he's really interested. I feel like he's connected with the world Weep, when the city is called Weep, and I just feel like he's connected in some way. But I definitely would give that a 4.5 out of 5 stars for now. Once I finish it, we'll see, but I probably will end up giving it a 5 out of 5 stars like I usually do if I really enjoy the book that much. But I really am excited to see what happens. And I know Muse of Nightmares also comes out on October 2nd, I think, or sometime in October, which I'm definitely looking forward to that, because after I read Strange the Dreamer, I do want to read Muse of Nightmares. I don't know if it's going to be October, but it might be November, due to the fact that of the TBR that I have in mind of what I want to read in October. But I really enjoyed all these books that I read this month. And I hope you all, if you have read these books, let me know down in the comments what you thought about them, what you're rating about these books as well, or if you want to read them, you know, vice versa, whatever. But this is what I read this month, so I'm just glad that I accomplished that. And reading these books is not a lot, but you know, it's books, and since I'm a mother and I have a full-time job, I'm just amazed I even got through these books this month. So I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. But thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button and that bell, because once you hit that bell, you'll be notified when I upload another video sometime in the future or whenever. But thank you guys so much for watching this. And also, I'm affiliate for a book depository, so if you hit that link down below in the description, you will get free worldwide shipping wherever you are. So that's amazing. And also, I am a rep for Universe Bound book box, which you'll find in the link below as well, where I'm, of course, like I said, I'm a rep. And if you use my code BRANDIE, BRANDIE 10, 10, you'll receive 10% off with the first box subscription that you order. So yeah, but thank you so much, you guys. See ya.